imagine being the slave and like the masters come down and like, you know what? We think you mongrels deserve 10 cents on the hour. And being the slave that's like, no. I'll be damned if these slaves get any money. I'll be damned. Like, get some help. Get some help. Hi guys and gals and all my non-binary friends. So today I am going to be cosplaying as Miruko. Just something different. Just a cute little for my channel, while also doing the normal. Because I do have a topic in mind that I want to talk about while I am getting ready. And so, you know, that's what we're going to do today. So I woke up this morning to this stupid ass tweet. I can't remember where this person said they work, but they apparently make $15 an hour. And they were like, oh, I'll be damned if somebody be flipping burgers make the same amount as me. What is wrong? What do y'all, I'm so confused, because to me, like, I understand why it's like that, you know, capitalism. But to me, it's like, the whole trick of capitalism is like, okay, we all have to work to earn a living. So why does it matter what kind of work the person does as long as they're working? I mean, I think that's a scam too. Like, making people feel like they have to work to earn basic human necessities is pathetic.
Hey, guess what? It'll actually save the country money to house the homeless, but people don't like the idea of free housing because capitalism has convinced people that they should have to earn their basic human necessities even though you can't control the economic situation you're born into. Meanwhile, there are rich people living off of generational wealth who've never worked a day in their life, looking down on poor people who've done everything to make ends meet but still can't afford a house and barely have enough money to feed themselves. You shouldn't have to earn the right to exist comfortably, and the notion that you're only allowed to have your necessities if you serve the economy is frankly quite effed up.
We could actually be housing homeless people. There is no reason why we can't be housing all of the homeless people that live on the street. Y'all want to use it for propaganda campaigns about this and that and the different laws and all this other shit. And then y'all just get so mad. Y'all are upset that people are coming to your windows asking you for money. Y'all hate panhandlers or whatever the fuck. Y'all hate homeless people. Y'all walk right past them, and yet you're mad when people say, oh, well, maybe we should be giving all jobs livable wages because so people won't be homeless, so people won't be begging you on the street. But no, because somehow that would somehow interfere with your ego. You can't be satisfied with the work that you're doing. Somehow that would make the work you do seem useless. It don't make sense to me, especially since y'all love saying, I just want to add to society. I just want to do what I love. Then do what you love. Do what you love. Why does doing what you love have to come at the expense of people not being able to afford food and housing and like medical bills and stuff like this? Like, why do y'all need someone to be struggling for you to feel okay with where you are in life? It's so sick. Like, it's really, really sick. It's really sick. And it's just capitalism. Like, it's capitalism. Like, this idea that we all have to be competing. Someone has to be under me for me to feel good about the work that I do. Especially if the work that you do is something that you love. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me why y'all need poor people. Y'all hate poor people, but you need them. You want to flex on them. You want someone to be able to say, oh, well, I'm doing like this and you need to do this. And you need someone to feel like you can like give advice to, because if everyone is good, then who are you going to make feel shitty? Who are you going to make feel shitty for the circumstances that they were born into? Who are you going to make feel shitty because they had a medical crisis and now they don't have housing anymore? Their family lost a lot of their fucking savings during the housing crisis, and all the other schemes and scams that these rich people do to exploit poor and working class people. And you're upset because people are suggesting that maybe we should give people livable wages so they don't be on the street, so they don't have to work 3, 5, 6 jobs a day. Like, what are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? What do y'all want? This is my question. What do y'all want? Mind you, these are the same people that when they get successful, when they finally get money, they're like, y'all don't understand. It's not just me I'm feeding all these other people. But you don't want to have regular people making enough money to where you don't have to feed them. Like, it don't make sense. Y'all want someone to stun on. Y'all need someone to feel inferior. Y'all want to, like, it's sickening. It's sickening. And it reminds me of that saying, like, most people don't want, like, well, it's mostly directed towards black men. But it's like most black men don't want the end of like oppression. They just want to be the oppressors. Like, they just want to be white men, and they want to have the power and the access that white men have to oppress type shit. And it's like, that's how it seems like capitalism has gotten everybody. Nobody wants to end poverty. They just want to be able to be rich and look down on impoverished people. Like, it's really sickening to me. It really is like sickening to me. Like, what do you get out of like stopping someone from making enough money? If you don't even like the job you want, you're working a job and you don't like it, and some other job is paying the same amount, and it's work that you would be more willing to do, or you feel like it's not as hard work, then just do the work. Just say you lazy. Just say you're lazy. Just say you're lazy. Like, I'm not saying you're lazy, but I'm saying, like, that's what it seems like you don't want. Cause to you, it's like, oh, well, this job is easy. I'm doing some hard labor. And it's like, y'all love saying that, oh, skilled and unskilled bullshit. And it's just like, no job is unskilled. After a while, once you learn any job, you're going to pick up skills, because all jobs require some sort of skill. It's just a way to make poor people feel bad about the work that they do, to make poor people not take pride in the work they do. And fuck these corporations. Like, fuck these rich people. Y'all are the ones who are propagating this shit. Like, over this past pandemic, y'all have been really, like, rich people have really been showing that they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, bro. And they need somebody. Like, they can't even just shut up about them not giving a fuck, them doing all this kind of shit when it's a pandemic going on. And they need somebody to shit on. And that's what the poor people who aspire to be rich, that's what they want. Like, they can't have someone else like be doing good too. They can't have everyone else being good too, because they aspire to be the rich person who's shitting on people who can't even go anywhere and visit their families, let alone go on a fucking private island and shit like that. It's really sickening. Like, y'all don't actually want to help people. Y'all don't actually care about people. Y'all just want people. Y'all really, really need people to shit on. Y'all need someone to be lower than you. You need someone to be seen as less than. And of course, this is how this works, because it's how it's always worked in America. And my, what is it? Which one was that? I think it was my featureism video. I talked about how, white property owning whites during slavery made a race bribe with poor whites. And so, because the poor whites were gonna link up with the slaves and like start a rebellion, because they were poor too. Like, they were just above, slaves or whatever. They were not making enough money. And so what the rich white people did was just say, okay, well, that's fine. It's great. Guess what? We're going to give you a job that you're still going to be poor. You're still going to be poor, but you're going to be overseeing the blackies, the real poorers, the real slaves. And so, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you're a part of this too. You're not just some poor person. And that's what y'all want. Like, y'all don't mind being poor if it means, as long as there's someone more poor than you, then you don't mind being poor. You don't mind everyone else being poor, as long as someone else is poorer than you. And it's just like, what kind of sick shit is that? So you would rather be poor yourself and have everybody else be poor than to have everyone else just be good and be living and be able to support themselves and their family members. What kind of sick shit is that? It don't make sense. It's some real sick shit. I cannot lie to you. That's some sick shit. It's like, y'all really need someone to step on. Y'all really need someone to make you feel secure about the fact that you poor too, lady. You down here too. The rich people are fucking you over too, but it makes you feel good that you're making $6 more on the hour. Like, baby. Actually, more than that, which is, there's one thing to be like, I'm just surviving in the society that I live in. Like, what y'all want me to do? And it's a whole nother thing to go out of your way to say, hey, you see the prospect of change, of people actually being paid to being able to live, and like feed themselves and have like other things besides just basic necessity. And you're like, hey, not only am I just living in this world, I wanted to keep it this way because I want to be at the top, and poor people need to be poor. I need poor people to make myself feel good. And it's just like, What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What? Like, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine, like, why? Like, why would you even fix your mouth to want that? Like, what? So you really need other people to be poor and for you to enjoy, like, whatever success you done garnered so far in your life. It's really sickening. Like, it's actually quite sickening. Like, what the fuck? I'll be damned if they making $15 an hour just flipping patties. Go flip some patties. If that sounds more appealing to you, just go flip some patties. Like, that don't even make sense. If you think a job is paying the same as the job you're working and the other job just sounds more appealing, then just don't do the other job. Like, I don't understand the problem. Why do other people have to suffer to make you feel good about a job that you don't even like? I don't get it. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. It's evil. It's capitalism at its ugliest. It's capitalism at its ugliest. And that's why they go out of their way to, like, talk shit about socialism and communism and all these other ways of living. Because if you don't talk shit about, people gonna be like, oh, I mean, when you think about it, we're kind of suffering the same. Like, people are dying under capitalism. They're dying a more quieter death sometimes. I mean, I feel like however many people have died from coronavirus, I feel like that is a direct link from capitalism. So really, it's not even that much quieter or whatever, because capitalism is the reason why those people are dead. Capitalism made people keep the fucking businesses open when they could have just paid businesses to close and paid workers to stay at home. They could have did that shit, but no. Oh my God, that will just that makes the whole structure of capitalism null and void. To be able to pay people just to stay at home, like, it makes the whole bullshit structure that they have built up null and void, because the whole rationalism behind capitalism is that you need to work to make the economy go. But the economy is a fictional thing. Money is made up. Y'all just like watching people suffer because it makes you feel better about what's going on in your life. It's actually quite disgusting. It's actually quite disgusting. All right. Oh no. I just wasted all that powder. If you really need someone at the bottom of you to make you feel okay with what you're doing about your life, get some help. Get some help. You got a lot of shit to unpack. You really do. Like, there's clearly something going on in the back of your head that got you feeling that way, because why? Why do you need that? I don't get it. Why would you need that? Why would you want that? It don't make sense to me. Why do you need people to suffer to feel good about what's going on with your life? Just change the way you're living. If you really hate the way you're living that much and you just need someone to be better, doing worse than you, change the way you live it. Don't say, hey, people shouldn't be making a livable wage. Say, okay, well, now that they make more jobs with livable wages, I'll choose a job that makes me happy. Or better yet, I'll make myself happy by saving up with the job that I already have and doing whatever the fuck. Because y'all swear people can save themselves out of poverty, which they can't. Especially when you have structural... Yeah, y'all are goofy. Y'all are goofy and evil. And I guess that's as much as I can get. Like, that's all I can say. Like, that's really the conclusion that I've come to. Because what the fuck? Why do y'all need that? And again, these are the same people who are like, man, if I got some money, I would do this for poor people. I would do this. Because they have to rationalize why they want all this ridiculous amount of money. But they're just so used to seeing, like, rich people hoard wealth that they don't do nothing but fantasize about hoarding wealth themselves. And then when you ask them, well, what do you want all this wealth for? They have to come up with all these poor people, these fictional poor people that they're going to help, when really they just want money so they can shit on those poor people. Yeah, that's y'all. That's y'all. That's y'all. Sorry. I feel like my thing is like hard truths, and that's a hard truth. Like, y'all need to realize that y'all hate poor people and y'all don't want to care for poor people. Y'all just want to use it as like trauma porn to make yourself feel better about what's going on with your life. And it's actually quite sickening. It's actually quite sickening. There is something weird going on over here up in this area. But I guess I'll fix it with, I don't know. But yeah, y'all are weird. Y'all are really weird. Really, really, really weird. Honestly, if I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, I'd be damned if somebody flipping burgers. Then go flip burgers. Is that your passion? If that's your passion, go flip some fucking burgers. Like, what the fuck? Y'all really need people to be worse off than you. That's why y'all can't stop shitting on women. That's why y'all can't stop shitting on LGBTQ plus people. That's why y'all can't stop shitting trans people, because y'all need someone to make someone down in the gutter to make you feel better about your boring, shitty, pathetic life. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, it gotta be terrible for you to be one of the people to go through such terrible things. Like, your life must be really boring or shitty, or you're holding something back. You want to do something and you're scared that the world's gonna judge you. You're scared that that's seen as something that's not respectable. I don't know. Pathetic either way. Pathetic either way. You gotta do something about that shit, because it's gross and it's spilling into your basic decency as a human. Like, it's like, people love to claim that they're good people, but then they do things that make them not good people. Like, what are we doing here? I don't want to say that I'm a good person. I try to be a kind, considerate, thoughtful person, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm a good person. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, I don't try to live my life shitting on other people for who they are and their circumstances. I don't do that. I know that. But that's just like basic human decency. That's not really a good person. Like, y'all are really weird. Okay. I think that is all. I'll be back. My nose still feels weird to me. Wait, okay. I think I can fix it with some blush. Okay. So this is the finished product. My little tail, so cute. You can't see my stockings because I'm short. So look. So cute. All right. So if you really need someone to be doing shitty for you to feel good about what you're doing, get some help, because you probably hate poor people and marginalized people in general. So yeah, get some help. Realize your privilege. Stop feeling like people don't deserve livable wages just because of the job that they're doing. What is wrong with you? They're still humans. They still deserve housing, food, water. Like, I know capitalism has tricked us into believing that people aren't deserving of basic human necessities unless they're putting their whole fucking life on the line for corporations. Like, it just really don't make sense. But yeah, Miruko says stop it. I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to do more cosplays. I'm thinking about starting a Ko-fi. I'm probably gonna move, because I have an OnlyFans. I'm probably gonna move my OnlyFans content to Patreon, because I want to do like more adult stuff mixed in with like intellectual stuff, and I feel like OnlyFans is just not the place for me. I don't think that's where I need to be, so I'm probably gonna move over. But if you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans while I still have it, link will be in my link tree down below. And yeah, I have ears, but I can't get them to stay like standing up, and her ears stand up. So I'm just like, F it. But yeah, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your hands, wash your face, wear a mask, wash your ass, and don't be a capitalist asshole. Well, an exploited poor person from capitalism who has Stockholm syndrome.